In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to name cells in Microsoft Excel. We'll start by opening Microsoft Excel and getting into a worksheet where you want to work. If you already have a spreadsheet open, that's perfect. If not, just launch Excel and open a blank workbook or an existing file. Naming cells is a simple feature, but it can make a big difference when you're building formulas and organizing your spreadsheet. Naming cells means giving a cell, or even a range of cells, a custom name instead of referring to it by its standard cell reference, like A1 or B2. This is especially useful because named cells make formulas much easier to read and understand. For example, seeing a name like sales total is much clearer than looking at a formula that refers to A1. It helps make your workbook more user-friendly, especially if you will be revisiting it later or sharing it with others. The first method is the fastest way to name a cell, and that's by using the name box. Start by clicking the cell you want to name. For example, you might select cell A1. Once the cell is selected, look to the left side of the formula bar. You'll see the name box, which normally displays the current cell reference. Click inside that name box, then type the name you want to use. A good example would be sales total. After typing the name, press Enter. That's it. The selected cell now has a custom name. So instead of referring to A1 in formulas, you can now use sales total, which is much more descriptive and easier to remember. The second method is useful if you want a more formal way to create a name, especially when working with either a single cell or a range. First, select the cell or range that you want to name. Then go to the Formulas tab in the Excel ribbon at the top of the screen. From there, click Define Name. A dialog box will appear where you can enter the name you want to assign. Type your chosen name, such as total sales. One important thing to remember is that spaces are not allowed in names, so keep the name as one word or use capitalization to separate words. Once you've entered the name, click OK. Now that cell or range has been named and can be used more clearly throughout your workbook. Using named cells is a great habit because it improves readability, helps reduce confusion, and makes your formulas feel much more intuitive. With these two methods, you can quickly name cells in Excel and keep your spreadsheets better organized.